Hello, everyone. So, another one of these, and I'm really getting into this. So, um, anyone who knows me, I'm a very opinionated guy, and I have opinions about everything, like pretty much everything under the sun, all important issues, and um, people have said, "Hey, you talk about healthcare, but what the fuck do you know about it? Are you a doctor?" I get it. Listen, I read the paper, I try to stay informed, but I don't know everything, which is why I'm reading this. Okay? Um, People do it all the time. It's us. I'm guilty of talking out of my ass sometimes. I mean, I try not to. I try, when I say something, I try to be honest all the time. If I don't know something, I'm not embarrassed about it. I don't know everything about healthcare or the tax system and all that, but I'm learning. Now, here's the thing: what people are, and it's our culture. It's this instant. I got shit all over my teeth. Don't mind me, but sorry. But it's this instant gratification thing, right? And you want to go on social media and you want to get sound bites from watching CNN or Fox or MSNBC. And then you say, stupid Trump. He's the king of sound bites. Trump is a shallow old man. He's not informed. I mean, he is to some, but he's a generalist. He doesn't read the relative documents. So, and another thing is, how much time does one have, right? So when I talk about something, I try to be as informed as possible. And here's the best way, right? So let's just say healthcare. You read the paper. I read the paper online at the Times every day, and magazines. I used to read magazines, not so much now. But these are the levels. You have newspaper. Then, if you want a little bit more, and the best for the papers like the Times or the Post, and even the Wall Street Journal if you want more conservative opinion, and then if you want more, maybe you go to magazines online, and Time or Newsweek or whatever. And then if you want more, then you go books. And then if you still want to get deeper, go to the original sources, right? So everything in life, it starts with the truth and the source, and then it just gets watered down. What 99% of the people, how do they get news and information? It's the tail end here. Let me give you an example. Let me use the health model, right? So let's just say they're talking about and this is actually a good example. I heard this recently, um, where there were clinical trials conducted that lasted many years, like more than 6 years, let's say that. And they found that there was some sort of correlation, even causation, with chocolate and then elevated levels of serotonin, right? So they had randomized controlled studies that were long, but it was complicated. So a journalist grabs it and he goes, eating chocolate makes you happy. You see? So it's totally fucking wrong and inaccurate, but that happens all the time, right? So when you watch news and all this, think about that. So again, it all comes down to how much time does one have? How involved do you want to be? When it comes to healthcare, I think it's pretty goddamn important. People are dying. I mean, this is unbelievable. Like the earlier video, I talked about one person, Nikki White, who died because she wasn't able to access, which is key, access to healthcare. Access to healthcare. She was on welfare and she didn't qualify for the healthcare plan because she was on welfare. They said, "Oh, you have enough money," and she couldn't afford the drugs, and she died. So how many people die? Let's see. Healthcare, 20,000 Americans die in the prime of their life each year from medical problems that could be treated because they can't afford to see a doctor. 20,000, right? So, which I digress. Let me go back. If you want to be informed, really, you gotta go deeper than the freaking paper or the magazines or CNN and Fox News. Read, and I know it's hard and it's long. Like this is gonna take many hours to read, and it's fucking boring. I mean, I like it. I never get bored. I love to read, but I understand it's hard work, and people are fucking lazy now. They don't read. You know, it's boring and it's hard. Yes, that's right. It's hard work. Like our stupid president. Fucking guy doesn't read. He's the president of the United States. I did a video on this. He doesn't read. In fact, his biographers say Trump has never read a book in his life, a book in its entirety. He'll say his last book he read is All Quiet on the Western Front or something. But even in the White House, he won't read important documents like bills. He's the only president who doesn't do that. What does that say about our culture, our society? We have a dummy as the president, someone who doesn't read. I mean, someone texted me, said, well, it's a symptom of a sick nation. And that's true. I kind of believe that. We have a dumb president for a dumb country. Yep, it's true. All right.